Hello, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of our daily contribution. I'm in Stockholm, Sweden. For those of you who may be tuning in, it's really cold and really wet. So I found a nice, quiet little corner to connect with you guys because I didn't want to miss you today. Thank you for your patience yesterday. I needed to take the day off and see the city. I go to these amazing places, but I work so much and I teach so much that I oftentimes don't leave my apartment or my Airbnb or my hotel. And yesterday I was like, you know what? I love this city so much. I want to actually enjoy it. So thank you. And thank you to Becky, as always, for always having my back. Thank you so much, Becky. What I want to talk about today, my auntie woke me up this morning. Oh, look at you, Becky. Hello, hello, hello. Shining in red. My auntie woke me up this morning and she said, "What is the energy that's going on today? There's a shift." And I felt it. I definitely felt it, but I did a little bit of research and sure enough, she was spot on. Um, the planet Saturn has been in retrograde. Saturn is the planet of judgment. And it's been in retrograde, and it's also been in the sign of Pisces. Okay, so that energy in retrograde has kind of stuck us in some interesting ways since it's been in retrograde. And the good news is it that since it's starting to station direct, what will happen is we're going to start to see that glimmer of light, like a daybreak, if you will, in energy. And so what does it mean? It means that all of those places where we are finding ourselves judging ourselves for our sensitivities, for our emotions, right? Really, really beating ourselves up for all of those places in our life that we seem to not be able to make sense of what we're feeling or what's going on. That is Saturn retrograde Pisces. That's the way we have been. And so as we move out of the retrograde of Saturn, what we're going to start to find is we're going to start to find ourselves with a little bit more clarity and a little bit more space to give yourself a little bit more compassion. Okay. So that energy of bringing yourself a warm blanket and a warm cup of tea and saying, hey, you know what? It's okay. Don't worry. This is just, you know, life. And we get to celebrate it, we get to honor it and acknowledge it. And so all of that beating ourselves up that we may have been doing before, that energy is going to start to kind of fade away a little bit as Saturn moves direct. And so how can we channel all of that today into our downloads? Let's channel it by asking for and welcoming in, and the word patience is coming up. So let's talk about patience. Let's be patient. Let's bring that energy both into our lives and into the lives of those that we have the opportunity to meet and share and hold space with. Sometimes I had a Kabbalah teacher one time. I think one of the greatest lessons that I ever learned. She told me that one of the greatest virtues that we can have is to have compassion for those who are compassionless. To have compassion for those who are compassionless. And oftentimes we are compassionless to ourselves. And so would you be willing today to have compassion for yourself and honor and nurture and to value you? Okay, so let's go ahead and begin the meditation. Let's go ahead and close our eyes and find ourselves in our heart. And as we do so, let's just start and say prayer of gratitude. Creator that is, source, light, universe, we thank you for everything. We thank you for our lives. We thank you for each other. We thank you for the sun and the stars and the moon and the earth with which we get to experience this beautiful life. We thank you, Creator, for everything. Okay. Amen. And so let's begin. Let's take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And now let's shift our awareness into the center of the earth. And as we shift our awareness to the center of the earth, let's imagine this beautiful energy swirling in the center of the earth. And feel this energy scooping up fresh earth energy, coming up through the soles of our feet, through our ankles, our calves, our knees, and our thighs, and traveling up through all of our chakras, and popping up outside the top of our head, forming a beautiful ball of light. Now see yourself in this ball of light, and imagine this ball of light traveling up out of the space that you're in, higher and higher and higher, and faster and faster and faster. Imagine that ball of light lifting you up, out past Earth's atmosphere, out into outer space, through different planets, galaxies, and the Milky Way. And higher and higher and higher beyond there, out into different layers of light, some light and some dark. Imagine those layers lifting you up into a beautiful golden-like light, and through the golden-like light, into a jelly-like substance light, and through the jelly-like substance light, into a beautiful pink haze, which is the law of compassion. And through the law of compassion, you enter into the seventh plane of all that is, the plane of creation, of oneness, and of complete totality. From here, we'll ask for some downloads for the group today. So would you like to know what it feels like to know how to have healthy, balanced emotions? That you're worthy of having healthy, balanced emotions. And that it's safe for you to have healthy, balanced emotions. And would you like to know what it feels like to have compassion for others in whatever emotional state they may be in? Would you like to know what it feels like to have compassion for others, even when you might not be able to have compassion for them? It is really something that, you look at the creator, you look at the energy of the creator of all that is, right? The creator of all that is this unconditional source of love, of compassion, of mercy, of forgiveness, of tolerance. In the Zohar, one of the main texts of the Kabbalah, it says, the creator loves the most wicked of man more than we could ever fathom loving our most beloved. And that's because there is no point of view, right? The creator has no point of view. The creator just sees all of us as these sparks of light and these sparks of energy. And because we come from that light, we are of that light. It is our divine responsibility, our divine opportunity to work in this lifetime to become like that energy. So would you like to know what it feels like to remember where you came from? To remember the spark of light with which you be? To know that in the darkest of places, in the darkest of hours, in the darkest of everything, there is still light. Within hatred, there is even light. What can we be to find and connect to that light? And would you like to know what it feels like to have compassion for yourself, to know that it's okay and that it's safe for you to feel the way that you feel, to honor your feelings, to honor your thoughts, to honor your emotions, to know that you can move through and move past them with ease and joy and glory? Would you like to know the universe's definition, the creator's definition of karma? That you know how to, when to, where to, and that it's safe for you to acknowledge karma. And that in acknowledging karma, what you're doing is you're saying, you know what? I don't have to have revenge. I don't have to get revenge. The universe is going to take care of everything. So, would you like to know what it feels like to let go and to be in allowance of whatever the universe wants to bring to us? To know that everything, in some way, somehow, there is balance, right? So, would you like to know what it feels like to cling to and hold on to your light, no matter what? Do not let anyone, anything, any organization, any group, anything take your light. Your light is magic. Your light can change the world. So, would you like to know what it feels like to know how to, when to, where to, and that it's safe for you to acknowledge that your light can change the world? If you'd like that, say yes. So now let's shift our energy to those who need healing today. I'd like for each of us to hold space for our neighbor. Hold space for somebody in this group. Hold space for someone in your family. Hold space for your students or your colleagues or your teachers. Hold space for strangers. Hold space for those suffering in Israel, Palestine, Gaza, the whole region. Hold space. See these individuals surrounded in the Creator's love and in the Creator's light. Imagine this energy filling up every single cell of their body. Witness a complete shift for them. A shift in health, a shift in happiness, a shift in allowance. Great. And last but not least, would you guys like to know that you are unconditional love? That you be unconditional love. And that unconditional love is your birthright. Things like that. So yes. Great. Now let's take our palms and rub our palms together. Faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Now take your palms and place your palms over your eyes. Your eyes are the windows to your soul. When you're ready, you can open up your eyes and allow that energy to come into your body and into your being. Place your hands on your heart. Congratulate yourself and thank yourself for being here, for showing up today, for being a part of this amazing process, and for being a part of this soul family. Guys, thank you so much. I'm grateful for all of you and grateful to all of you. Have an amazing day. How does it get even better? What else is possible? You're so welcome, my love. I love you, mommy. I love you all. Have a great day, and I'll see you same time.